Hey guys, what's up? I'm just from MLBBaseballBlogs. I'm here with Tim from the Cash Killing AC Sports Report once again. Tim, thanks for coming on once again.
No problem.
Alright, so today we'll be covering the Detroit Tigers. Last season, they finished off in an okay fashion. They won 80. They were at a 500 record. They're not going to win their division. I think they're going to be finishing in number 2. So, Tim, let's start off with their pitching rotation. Alright, so at number 1, Justin Verlander, hands down. Last season, he was 18-9, 3.37 ERA. Then he had 224 innings pitched last season. Do you think that he is in the Cy Young talks this year?
Yeah, he's in it. He has to have a much better season this year if he's going to be in it. Not much better season. He needs to bring the ERA down a little bit, but he's a very good pitcher for sure.
I really like Justin Verlander. He's one of the top pitchers in baseball right now. He's at the top of his game. I probably see him close to getting the Cy Young. I mean, I'm talking to a lot of my friends at school saying that he's going to be a Cy Young this year because I have a lot of Tigers friends. I just don't think he's going to be the Cy Young. Going back to the Oakland Athletics video, you're saying that Trevor Kale, I just can't get that off my mind. I just think that was a bad choice as Cy Young, but he can be a Cy Young in the future. But right now, you're talking about CC Sabathia, possibly Verlander, maybe John Lester, because John Lester had a good season last year. Maybe Verlander's in that mix, but Cahill's going to be coming up in a few years. He still has to get ready, so... I think Justin Verlander, how many wins do you have him at? I probably have him at 20, like 20 whole, and that's pretty much it.
I have him about 17 or 18 wins, something like that.
Alright, he had 9 losses last season. Do you think that he'll slip a little bit this season? And probably lose a double-digit game?
Around somewhere between 8 and 10 losses is probably what it'll end up with.
Yeah, so that's their number 1 starter. Number 2, we got Max Scherzer. Don't know much about him. I hear him that he's a decent pitcher. Last season he was 12-11 with a 3.50 ERA. He had 195 innings pitched. Tim, your dad is actually a Tigers fan, so what do you got for me?
Well, I get to follow the Tigers some. Basically what I have, do you mean what do I have for you lineup-wise or pitching-wise?
Pitching-wise. Like, what do you think about Scherzer right now?
Justin Verlander's good. Scherzer's decent pitcher. The guy to watch out for is Mark Schlereth. He's a big prospect. We'll have to see if he can break out this season.
Yeah, I think with Armando being gone, Armando last season 4-9 with a 4.49 ERA. I mean, he was, you know what happened with Jim. I think his name is Jim Joyce, that guy who pretty much screwed him. Was that the umpire's name?
Yeah, that's him.
I mean, Jim Joyce cannot even go out of his house without getting cussed at. He's been receiving death threats and stuff. I mean, that's kind of messed up. I mean, I can't really say much about that. I mean, that was the past, so this is the future. I mean, Armando was gone out of Detroit. Now you have that spot open. I have maybe with the new acquirement of Brad Penny. Brad Penny's going to be their number 3 starter. Porcello and then Schlereth going to be their number 5. So that's pretty much where we have the pitching rotation. We just took some time out of the top 2 pitchers in their rotation. So, Tim, who do you think, if this team had an MVP right now, if you can give an MVP for any of these teams, who would it be for the Tigers this season?
For sure, Miguel Cabrera. I mean, he's had some trouble off the field, but he's still a great player. Last year he batted .328 with almost 40 home runs and 130 RBIs. He's one of the best players in the game and probably the most underrated player.
I have to agree with that, but I think Austin Jackson could be it because he had a good season last year. I'm just really impressed just to get that MVP talk into that team if the team had the MVP. So I'd probably give it to either Austin Jackson or Miguel Cabrera. If every team had an MVP of that team. So this is going to be the Tigers' MVP season. It's going to go to our guy, Miguel. So, let's talk about their key arrivals, Tim. We got big bat catcher and Victor Martinez. How big do you think he'll be? I mean, you don't have Gerald Laird anymore. He's out with St. Louis. I don't know who exactly is their backup catcher. So how big?
It's some guy named Alex Avila.
Alex, I had him at the tip of my tongue. I remember his name, but I just couldn't click it. How big of a bat would Victor Martinez bring to this Detroit team?
Well, yeah, I mean, he brings a great bat. He's not a great fielder, but he batted 302 last season with 20 home runs and 80 RBIs. I mean, the guy's a very good hitter.
Yeah, I mean, Victor Martinez, I mean, was Boston the team that do you think he should have been on going into free agency?
No, I think he got a longer-term deal here. It was probably the best option coming here.
Coming to Detroit. I mean,
There's
Detroit.
a possibility of him moving to DH in a few years, and he has a chance to do that here.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind Victor Martinez as much. I mean, when he played for the Boston Red Sox, I thought that this was Boston's year. Everybody, because Boston always pulls these crazy signings, just like the Yankees do, and the Yankees and the Red Sox are just who is the better team out of that, and every year it has to be one of those teams. And so I thought with Victor Martinez going there, I think that's going to be their season because you had Beltre, you had Dustin Pedroia, you got Euclid, but I guess that wasn't to prevail. Boston fell behind a lot of games with Pedroia going out, I think it was a broken leg, and then Kevin Euclid with that thumb injury. They're all going to be come back and healthy because Carl Crawford's there and got Adrian Gonzalez, so I can back it up. But I think Victor Martinez is going to suit well with them. Alex Avila is going to be that guy which Victor Martinez has that day off. He's going to be that starting catcher for that day. So you have that right on the money. I mean, their key arrivals was Joaquin Benoit. This guy's coming over from our projected. He's going to be last place, the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, the Rays are going to be in like a big struggle this season. I mean, they lost so many good players. Carlos Pena, no more Matt Garza. I mean, they don't have the pitching rotation as much anymore, except not naming David Price. I mean, the departures for Detroit, I mean, it's somewhat big, but you got rid of Jeremy Bonderman. That guy was pretty huge in your pitching rotation. Johnny Damon's down with the Rays, now with Manny. So you got Eddie Bonnie, who went to the Phillies, your Phillies, and then Gerald Laird to the Cardinals, and Zach Miner, who's still a free agent. I mean, do you think Johnny Damon fits well with the Rays? Like, I can never see Johnny Damon in a Rays uniform. I never pictured that. Did you ever?
Not to backtrack too far, but yeah, I could see him there. I mean, he gets to start there. That's what he wants.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got John Jaso. Isn't he like a catcher or something? I don't know for sure. John Jaso.
I'm not sure. I know his name, but I'm not quite sure what position he plays.
I'm not sure. I think because they need outfield help. I mean, B.J. Upton. Then you got Manny. I think in right and left field you got Johnny. So I don't know what else can happen for that Rays, but I think Johnny Damon is going to do a decent job with the Rays. But I don't think the Rays are going to have what it takes this season. So let's talk about their batting order, Tim. You got Jose. Well, we'll just go back to the pitching for a quick second. Jose Valverde is their closer. Do you think Joel Zumaya will be healthy at the start of the season because with his elbow injury from last season?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's had trouble staying healthy over the last few years. That's just kind of a thing where you got to wait and see if he's healthy.
Yeah, and then you got Joaquin Benoit, who can be that guy, who can be a setup role for Valverde. Do you think that Joel Zumaya is going to be on the DL going into this season? Or is he going to be healthy by opening day? I don't know.
He'll probably start the season on the DL, if I had to guess.
Alright. So let's go down to the batting order. You got Austin Jackson in first. Carlos Guillen at second. Number 3, we got Maglio Ordonez, who's making an appearance, making a re-signing. Maglio Ordonez, what do you think about him right now? I mean, he was...
He's getting older. Looking at Ordonez, last season he batted 303 in 84 games with 12 RBIs, or 12 home runs, so he can still do it when he's healthy, but they need him to stay healthy if they're going to be successful.
Yeah, because he's pretty iffy because the Detroit Tigers, he went into free agency, and Maglio said, I want to stay with this club. I have a home here. My family's here. And he really just wants to say so. I think is this a make it or break it year for Maglio?
As far as staying with the Tigers, it certainly is. He'll get a job if he leaves them, but if he wants to be with the Tigers, he's got to have a good season this year.
Yeah. Then we got Miguel Cabrera. Then we got our boy Victor Martinez. Brandon Bosch is going to be coming up next. Brandon Inge at third. Johnny Peralta at shortstop, and then Alex Avila rounding off at the catcher. Victor Martinez is going to be playing DH. He could be switching off between DH, Alex Avila being DH at one time, and then having Victor Martinez as a catcher all time. So, do you really think that the Tigers could win their division this year? I mean, the White Sox has a great team. They got Jesse Crain. Jake Peavy's coming back from injury. He said he's ready to go. Do you think, who do you have in first place, White Sox or Tigers? Because this battle has just been going off and on, off and on.
I actually have the Tigers in third place. I have White Sox in first and Twins in second. The Tigers' pitching just is not good enough to win this division.
I actually have them in second place. I mean, Brad Penny's a good piece to their pitching rotation. I just have the Twins in third. I think they got some key losses that they have to gain it back. I mean, Carl Pavano was thinking about leaving, but they re-signed. I mean, Carl Pavano's a good ace, but I still think that the Tigers are going to outbeat it. It's going to come down to the last week of the season. Is pretty much what I'm going to say here. I mean, it's like the rush to the championship. So, I'm Justin from MLB Baseball Blogs. That's in for the Cash Kelly and AC Sports Report. Tim, thank you so much for coming on again. Next, we have the Florida Marlins on our countdown. Make sure to come check us out on our website, MLB Baseball Blogs, our YouTube, MLB Baseball Blogs, and make sure to check out Tim. Give him a up that Cash Kelly and AC Sports Report, or Mr. Kelstar. I'm Justin. I'll talk to you guys soon. Tim, you got anything to say?
No, glad to be on again.
All right. Thanks for having me.